Hello, we're here at Blade 2017 at Brous Blades with Jason Brous, and he's going to show us about his new blade, the SPECTER. Go ahead, Jason.
Okay, so this is the new knife. It's called the SPECTER. It has D2 blade steel. We got G10, black G10 on this side, and we got stainless steel on the back side. Using stainless steel, you're going to get a way stronger lock, which is why we don't use titanium. And the only downfall to stainless steel is that it's heavy. And so what we do to counteract that is we mill pockets on the inside of the steel so it can reduce weight, but it still keeps the strength. This will retail for about $180 to $200 depending on what blade finish you have. This one is satin. It has a 3D milled stainless steel pocket clip, an over travel stop so you don't over push when you go to unlock it. It has a nice flipper up on top. It's we call it a high tang flipper, and it just doesn't take much effort to snap it down, and it kind of disappears into the handle. It sticks out a little bit, but that's just kind of part of the design. I really don't like it when we got flippers that are sticking out way too far. It's not really needed.
That's an amazing knife. Jason, you noticed that you have a preference for D2 steel. Other manufacturers have moved on to some of the powdered steels. Tell us about your preference for D2, why you like it so much.
So D2 was the first blade steel that I ever used, and I just really fell in love with it. I like the way it machines. It's super easy to heat treat. One of the benefits to heat treating it is that you can actually pull it out of the oven and put it in between two aluminum plates. And what that does is it air cools, but it also keeps the blade perfectly straight. When you dip it into an oil or a salt bath, it can warp very easily, and that's why I like the ability to use D2. I forget who I heard this from, but when it comes to steels, when you think about the super steels, you have some steels that are very high up on some things but low on the other things. Like it might hold an edge really well, but it might rust really easily. One thing I like about D2 is it has about a B+ in all those categories, so it's fairly good at all the categories of holding an edge, easy to sharpen, stuff like that. So it's a great steel, and I stick with it. I try not to fall for all the hype of the super steels because they just seem to come and go. So.
Now, Jason, you're known for having magnificent flipper geometry. Your knives flip like maniacs. Tell us the secret sauce. How do you get such great flipping knives?
So, the secret sauce is all in the angle. It's all in geometry. It's all mathematics. When this flipper disappears into the handle, you need to have this blade out as much as possible. It's all design elements inside the blade, and it's very difficult to do. That's one part of it. So another part of it is also a good detent. You need that detent to stick inside the blade enough to create enough force for when it flies out. Once the detent pops out of that hole, it should fly right open. And also the ball bearings in there. The fact that it's so smooth, it just really doesn't take much effort to flip it. It should just be a nice little push and that thing should fly right open.
Jason Brous, thank you for the interview, and everybody needs to get his new offering, the SPECTER. Thank you so much for your time, Jason.
Thank you.